So hello everyone, today in this video we'll see how we can create a RDS database and we can insert and delete tables or data into the tables using EC2. We'll create an EC2 instance and a RDS database and we'll access the database using EC2, okay, using the CLI. Okay, so for that we'll go to database. You can go from here. This is Aurora and RDS, or you can go from here if you have recently visited it, or I have already opened it. So I'll come here and I'll click on create a database. So I'll use the standard create method. We'll use MySQL and I'll go with the free tier. Okay, so let me name the database as EC2 to RDS demo. Let me keep the username as admin itself and then let me give it a password. Let me confirm the password. Okay, so this I'm selecting as T3 micro. It works with the free tier and we need 20 GB is enough for us, so let it be 20 GB only, and all these let it be default, and we'll just hit on create database. Okay, so it's creating the database and this takes few time to create the database. So by the time it's creating, so by the time let us create the EC2 instance. Okay, so I'll hit on launch instance. I'll come to EC2 dashboard. I'll hit on launch instance. Then let me name something as EC2 to RDS. Let me name it as demo and then hit on. Oh, sorry, it's loading. Now I'll just create a EC2 instance. So I'll hit on launch instance and here I'll name it as EC2 to RDS demo. So I've hit through RDS demo and I'll select Ubuntu. Then I'll go with the free tier one. So yeah, I have selected T3 micro, the free tier one. I have selected T3 micro and then I'll create a key pair EC2 RDS connect key and then I'll create the key pair. So this is downloading and then I'll hit on launch instance. Okay, by the time let me check it once. So it's still creating. It takes a lot of time, approx 5 to 10 minutes to create a database, MySQL database using RDS. So our instance has been created. This is the one which we have created right now. This is running. Okay, so I'll just hit this and click on connect and I'll connect it with my SSH client. I'll go to, okay, it's loading. Let me go to command prompt. Okay, yeah, okay. So I'll go to my downloads folder and I'm inside my downloads folder. Now I'll just copy this example from here, command copied, and I'll just paste it here. Well, see, done. Now I'll clear the screen. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll just check if any directories are there inside this or not. So there are no directories. So for a sake, let me create a directory. Or let me name it as hello1. And the directory has been created. So let me check it once again. So this is the directory which we have created right now. I'll just clear the screen. Okay, now what I'll do is let me check if the database is created. Successfully created the database. So let me minimize this. This is the database which we have created right now. The status is configuring enhanced monitoring. It's still okay. So now what we'll do is from this EC2 to RDS demo, this is the database which we have created, and we have came inside this database. Okay, so now I'll install the MySQL client. So now I'll install the MySQL client. Okay, so I'll give the command sudo install MySQL client. Yeah, I want to continue. So it's showing not found, not found. It's showing that it is failed. So for that, we need to update it once. So I'll just click on sudo apt get update. Okay, and this is getting updated. Yeah, so the update is done. Now what we'll do is we'll just install the MySQL client. Okay, so for that we need to give the same command, that is, so it's updated now. Now what we need to do is we need to give the same command, that is sudo apt get install MySQL client. I'll just hit enter and may allow it. Yeah, see, do you see this has been updated? So I'll just clear the screen now. And do you see here connectivity and security inside the database which we have created? There is a thing called connectivity and security. Here you can see endpoint and port. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to just write this command. MySQL username is admin h. Then this endpoint link, do you see? So we need to just copy this endpoint link and paste it here. Okay, so now we need to mention the port, that is 3306. So port is 3306. Now we'll give the space for password and we'll hit enter. Let me give the password and hit enter. Okay, so now you can see it's totally blank, right? Nothing is getting showed, nothing is getting displayed. So what is the thing which has happened? It's because we are unable to access the database using EC2 because we haven't made it public, we haven't kept it public. Okay, so for that what we need to do is, here you can see, you'll scroll down and you'll see that connected computer resources in connectivity and security itself. Then we'll no connected resources, you can see, then we'll just hit on set up EC2 connection. Okay, and we'll choose an EC2 instance from here. This is the one which we are created just now. Then click on continue. Then this will make a VPC. Okay, VPC is a virtual private cloud. So this will make a VPC through which we can access RDS using EC2. Okay, just click on setup. So it's showing setting up connection between RDS database EC2 and EC2 instance this. Okay. Now so let's open the new terminal and then go to downloads. Okay, and then connect this machine and hit enter. So I've connected to this using SSH client. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll just go to RDS Okay, I'll copy this endpoint and now I'll write this command MySQL username admin h. This link which we have copied just now, we'll just paste it here. Okay, I will mention the port which is 3306. Port is 3306. Now we'll give option for password, then hit enter. Now after entering the password, you see it has taken us to MySQL. Okay, so now let me see how many databases I have. So I'll give the command show databases. So these are the databases which I have. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a database here. Okay, so I'll give the command create database. Let me name it as CloudXAbhi, then hit enter. Okay, now let's see how many databases do we have. See, this database has been created. CloudXAbhi database has been created. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this database, CloudXAbhi. Okay, I'm going to copy it, use, enter. So we have entered to the database CloudXAbhi. Now I'm going to create a table inside CloudXAbhi. Okay, let me name it as uh, learners, and let me take inputs for learner ID, and learner ID will be in integer, and another one, let me take it as learner name. Okay, which will be in varchar. So let me give it a value which is 23. That means it can store only up to 23 characters, and then hit enter. Okay, so this is the table which we have created. Now I want to insert data into this table. Okay, so how I can do this? So I just need to select this table learners. Okay, so I'll click on select star from learners, and this has been selected. Empty set, that means the table is empty. Okay, the table is empty. Now what we can do is we can just enter value, insert value into this ID and character. So for that we need to use the command insert into learners, where learner ID and learner name and the values are let learner ID be 01, let it be 1 itself, and let the name be Abhi. Okay, see, this one we have created. Now coming to RDS, going to monitoring, we can see it's working. See, CloudWatch, it's working. That means we have created the database and we have inserted the data into the database. Okay, so now what we can do is there is another way of allowing permissions, of giving permissions to EC2. Okay, so for that what we need to do is we need to go to the console, we need to open IAM and assign a role. Okay, we need to assign a role. So let me show you how we can do this. Clicking on roles, I'll just create a new role from here. And I'll create this role for a AWS service like EC2, Lambda or others. Okay, so I'll let it be here and I'll commonly use services. I'll go to EC2 and I'll click on next and let me attach policies. Okay, now I'll show you what what is going to happen. I'll give permission for RDS, and you can see CloudWatch. Let me show you. Go to monitoring. Let me show you CloudWatch. Okay. So I'll also give permission to CloudWatch. CloudWatch events full access. Yeah, it's here. And I'll click on next. Let me give EC2 access RDS. Okay, these are the policies which I have attached: EC2 RDS full access and CloudWatch events full access. I'll create a role. See, the role has been created. This is the role which we have created. Now from here in the EC2 instance, I'll just find my instance. This is my instance. I'll go to actions. I'll click on security and I'll modify IAM role. Okay, from here I'll choose a role that EC2 access RDS. So my this instance will access RDS and I'll update this role. I'll update this role. Okay, so this instance is running and we are working on this instance, and this will accept policies